What up, guys? Kevin here. I guess this is a proof of life video since I don't make videos anymore. Not much. Actually, I did review that David Goggins book about a week ago. So, I guess I'm making videos, which I recommend. Go read that book. Good book. Can't hurt me. If you need some motivation in your life, holy shit, that is the book to go to. But, anyways, yeah, just a little, I guess, life update. Like, oh no, he says he's single, living in Phoenix. I'm not single. See my girlfriend seeing the thumbnail, going, "What the? This is news to me." But no, there's this like whole section on YouTube of like single people living in Japan, and like all their videos are like single living in Japan. And I watch them. They're really boring videos, but they're kind of relaxing too. Just people living their normal lives. All right, making dinner. I am putting laundry away. I am sweeping the floor. And it's always in Japan. Never seen one in Phoenix. Maybe I'll start that. But no, still with my girlfriend. Coming up on our anniversary, and we're doing a hotel thing, which I always like laughed at when people like, oh, we're getting a hotel and doing a staycation. I'm like, that sounds lame as fuck. But now that I'm doing it, I'm like, oh, that sounds fun. It sounds fun as hell. I got all excited yesterday. I went and bought luggage. Um, like, this is how I operate. When I'm gonna buy something that I need it to last, I just go into hyper, just hyper active. Just need to research every little thing about whatever it is I'm buying. I did that yesterday with luggage, and there's a there's the cheap luggage, and then there's the expensive luggage. So I got the most expensive cheap luggage. I got like a Samsonite, which still cost me over $100. But yeah, luggage is expensive, really expensive. And there were some like brands that were like under like $100, but some of the reviews are like, there was always like one person like, stay away. And then just Samsonite seems to be the one. Boring, but it's good. And I got it. I first bought like a 25 inch. I thought a 25-inch suitcase would be pretty small because, I'm only going to do maybe like a couple day trips here and there. And I did like store pickup. She wheeled it over to me. I'm like, oh, that's kind of big. And then later in the day, I found a smaller, a hard shell one, which I don't know how I feel about the hard shell. It does look better, and you can put stickers on them, but the soft shell are actually more durable. More durable. I think a hard shell, yeah, that's more protection if something bangs into your suitcase. But in terms of durability, soft shell. Like this is what was going in my mind all day yesterday. Like, hard shell, soft shell. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. But yeah, I got a nice, good looking hard shell one. Luggage is really ugly, or I think it's like feminine oriented. So much so that I started looking up duffel bags because it's like, I feel like all these suitcases are made for chicks, just the way they're designed, all wavy and these colors. I was like, fuck it, maybe I'll just get a duffel bag with wheels. But the Samsonite one I got looks pretty gender neutral, I will say. Excited about that. Cut to today. Went for, I call it the Hoka Poka because I bought Hoka's running shoes, I think back in May. And I like to, back then I was doing like my 10,000 steps a day. I did that for like 4 months straight. And eventually I just crashed. It got really hot. I remember just going out one morning and it was just so hot and I was just so dehydrated that I just crashed. I stopped doing it and became a fat fuck again. Actually, no, I actually kept my weight. I think I gained maybe a few pounds back, but yeah, I was just lazy over the summer. It's just so damn hot. It is so damn hot here. I hate Arizona in the summer. I really do. Really do. But last week it went from like like 110 down to like in the 70s, 80 degrees. I'm like, oh, yeah, I can get back out there and get my walks/runs in. So I've been doing that the last few days. And this morning, wake up at 6 and I got this like nice trail that goes throughout the neighborhood. So I just go up and down that a few times and get my steps in that way. And there's this woman. Oh, there's a few stories here. First off, there's this dude, this old dude. Like I bought hokas in May. And like a day later, I see this old guy. He has hokas. I'm like, oh, hey, yeah, you got hokas. And then like a few days later, I see him in Brooks running shoes. I'm like, F this guy. I see him today and now he's wearing Asics. He can't make up his mind. He can't make up his mind. And I'm like, I'm angry at him. I just want to be like, pick a shoe. Pick a shoe. But anyways, that out of the way. It's great. There's like a pond. There's a bunch of ducks. I love seeing the ducks. Then I Michael Myers this woman. Michael Myers. What does Michael Myers do? Like the person runs, the lady runs away real fast, and Michael Myers just strolls, and it's just always behind, just about to stab her. This woman and her dog run by me. I'm walking. I'm just walking, leisurely walking. Runs by me. And about a minute later, I start running. And about a couple minutes later, I catch up to her. And it got to the point where I'm like, man, I'm really tired. And if I'm going to pass her, I'm going to have to run like another like 300 feet. And I'll probably going to die. Because I don't want to just stop right next to her and her dog and disturb her dog. So I stop like right behind her, about 15 feet behind her. And I just go back to leisurely strolling. And about 10 seconds later, because like I think she remembers just me casually walking. And here we are like about 3/4 of a mile down the path. She just turns around and I'm just casually just walking behind her. And she had like a flinch. Her soul left her body. Like I absolutely scared her. Like she had it in her mind that I was way back there. And then I was like right there. Then a minute later, it kind of like hit me. I'm like, oh, I just Michael Myers her. I just scared the living out of her. But yeah, that was fun. And I was about to finish up my walk. And this woman, probably in her 20s, decent looking woman, three big dogs. And we're on the same sidewalk. She's about, maybe about 200 feet down. And I start going up towards the grass because I didn't want her and all her dogs to, you know how people they'll like to cross the road early. I want to be like, no, this is you. Even though she's on the wrong side of the road, even though you're walking, you should still be on the right side of the road. So technically I had it right away, but I'm like, it's her. She got all these dogs, whatever. So I ran up the grass to the right. And I think that startled one of the dogs because the next thing I look, she is down on the ground. Down on the ground. Now, this happened about a few months ago where a dude, like some old dude, fell right on his face on the pavement. And I was a little bit further back and no one else was around. And my whole thing is I don't want to embarrass them. What would I do if I fall? Look around and make sure nobody saw it. And so that time, I just turned around. And started walking the other way. And I looked back just to make sure he got up. And he eventually got up. I'm like, all right, good. I think I did the right thing. I don't think, when you fall, even if you're hurt, like in this situation I'm about to talk about, you just don't want anyone to see. Falling is really embarrassing. Really embarrassing. We all do it, but it's really embarrassing. But I was just close enough that it's like, I can't turn around. I would look like a fucking dick. And not only that, there's this old couple across the street with their dog. They saw it and they're yelling, hey, are you okay? And she's just yeah, I think I sprained my ankle. I knew this was going to happen eventually. And they're like, okay. And I'm like, oh, okay, she's fine. I'll walk by and maybe just offer if she needs a hand to get up. And I do just that. I walk by and I'm like, oh, you all right? Here, can I help you up? And she's like, no, I sprained my ankle. She starts crying. She starts crying really hard. And I'm like, oh, crap. What's the next thing I do? Oh, can I call you an ambulance? And she's like, no, no, go away. And she just like waves me away. And like, this is where I'm going to be asshole Kevin because like now I'm embarrassed. Like I embarrassed her and now I'm embarrassed because I embarrassed myself for offering help. I knew I should have just turned around and walk away, but then I would have been embarrassed because I would have been like a little, just a dick, just to leave someone who may need help. But yeah, so I just walked away and I kept looking back and she just laid there. She just lay there. And eventually I couldn't just stay there. I think somebody went and picked her up. But yeah, she was crying really hard. I guess sprained ankles really hurt really bad because I would have just got up. Like I looked at her ankle, I'm like, your foot is still attached to your leg. Even if you can't use it, I'm sure you can just hop home or just barely put any weight on it. It looked fine to me. But apparently, sprained ankles are a bitch. So I was just thinking, like, my back was like, I had the worst back pain ever back in December and just recently, where it was impossible to walk. Like, I couldn't wipe my ass. And I still did it. Like, if I was her, I would have just popped back up. Like, yeah, I'm fine. And then wait till everyone gets away from me and then go, oh my God, my foot. But yeah, it was embarrassing on both sides. I feel bad. I hope she gets better. But I'm gonna see her again. And it's kind of one of those things like I better not see you tomorrow. Cause you would owe me an apology. I think if I see her tomorrow morning, you owe me an apology because you embarrassed me. And it turns out you were all right. Now I'm being a dick. But anyways, I'm gonna see her because I've seen her a few times. I'm gonna see her again, and it's like, do I mention it? Do I mention, hey, did you have a nice fall? Like, well, what do I say, or do I just not? I'm not gonna acknowledge it. I'm not gonna acknowledge it. I'm just gonna pretend like it never happened. I think that's how she wants it. But yeah, people falling, like adults falling, is like serious shit. But yeah, that happened. I started reading Morning Star by Pierce Brown, the Red Rising guy. That book is okay. I've only read about 4 or 5 chapters. They're pretty short, so yeah, it's a book. This series has been interesting because I've hated it so much, but it also got its hooks in me. And I'm really into space. I've been watching a lot of space stuff at night to fall asleep. But yeah, I've just been hanging out by the pool today, just reading that, reading Spice and Wolf manga. And I'm like, man, I've been reading this for like over a year. I'm only on volume 6. And these things are so digestible. Like you could read like a volume in like an hour. I'm like, what is taking me so long? And I think it's because they are so short that I take my sweet ass time reading just a few pages a week. So I need to pick that up. But yeah, it's too cold to swim. Way too cold to swim now in Arizona. Though I still swam. Probably because I read David Goggins' book, and a few times in that book he's talking about like jumping in freezing water. I'm like, oh yeah, if you can do that, I can swim in 50-degree water. And you get used to it. You get used to it. So yeah, I jumped in. I'm like, oh my God, this is cold. Where are my balls? And then after a few minutes, it's like, oh, I can't even tell if it's cold or not. But yeah, did that. I got pizza. Went to the gym, and there were like no girls at all. There was like one, but I'm not gonna be mean. I've already been mean enough in this video, but let's just say it was just all dudes there. Like it's Saturday night, and it's all just dudes. But hey, that's where you want to be if you want to. If you want to, I don't know, get in shape. Here's the thing about getting in shape. your body will get efficient with, if you go to the gym and you do the same thing every time, your body will just get efficient. It might get toned a little bit, but your body will just get efficient. If you're on the whatever doing cardio, cool, your body will get efficient at that. If you really want to make a change to how you look, it's in the kitchen. It's staying away from the drive-thru. I'm learning that the hard way because right now, if I don't change my diet, I'm just working out so I can keep eating like crap. I just eat like crap. I just ate pizza today. I had Dunkin' Donuts. Had like a bagel sandwich at Dunkin' Donuts and a whole pizza. And I just ate a tuna sandwich. And yeah, the food thing is really tough. I've never been, I don't know. I never thought I had a food addiction, but I think I do. Because I realize, like, I've gotten so good at my job that it's kind of boring. And it's to the point where it just makes me think, instead of like thinking about work, I just think like, oh, what am I going to have for dinner? What am I going to have for lunch? And that routine is set in every day. And then weekends, I love to pick out. So I'm just thinking like, ooh, what am I going to eat today? Oh, pizza? Maybe I'll get a hot dog. Yeah, I gotta work on that. That's going to be tough. That's going to be tough because I have cravings. And I have never, ever had one day in this life where I didn't have cravings. I have given up sugar sometimes. That's really tough. Caffeine, I officially given up. That's the one thing I've given up and somehow it stayed. Me somehow just eating healthy, I don't know. I don't even know what that would entail. I think just a little bit more balanced meals. Meals that have, some fruits, veggies, protein, some carbs. That's going to be tough. And it's tough because I'm so damn busy. I can't cook. I've been doing a lot better lately cooking, but there's still a lot of meals where I'm eating out. And it's just that's the final piece of the puzzle for me. Final piece of the puzzle. I'm like right there. I am right there. I look in the mirror. I'm like, Kevin, you were right there. You're right there. You just gotta eat. Just not eat like shit. But it's tough. It's tough. Like yesterday, I went to Chick-fil-A. And it's like, of course I got the fries. I went in. Here's how tough it is for me. Like the easiest thing is not to do something. Like, well, just don't eat it. I went to Chick-fil-A and I was like, I'm going to get like either grilled nuggets or a grilled sandwich and a salad. No sauces. What did I get? I got the deluxe spicy chicken with the breading, and fries and Chick-fil-A sauce. And I dipped the fries in the Chick-fil-A sauce. Oh, and I dipped the chicken sandwich in ranch. And it was delicious. I can't fix that. I am too retarded. My brain just has that craving. Because here's what would happen. Let's say I did get the grilled nuggets with the buffalo sauce and the diet drink. And that's it. And a salad with whatever, balsamic, whatever, the healthy, healthy dressing. That's not going to satiate me. All that's going to do is make me eat something greasy an hour later. So for me, it's just best to just eat the shitty meal and be done with it then. Eat healthy and go, yeah, my brain didn't like that. We need to feed it something yummy. So I got to figure that out. That seems like a 2026 problem. I think for the rest of the year, it's fat mode time. You got Halloween, then you got Thanksgiving, then Christmas. Yeah, even this time of year. Even though I eat like shit, I eat really like shit the rest of the year or the later part of the year. So see how that goes. Gaming wise, I've been in a gaming rut. I've been Here's what I've been playing lately. Trails in the Sky first chapter. Absolutely amazing. Thing is, I already played the game before, the original version. So I hate replaying games when there's like a million other games out there. But it's the only game. It's the only good game out there right now. It is the only good game out there right now. I've been also playing Ghost of Yotei, which is fun. Like I played it for a few hours today because I haven't played it in about like a week or two. And I was like, this is the greatest thing ever. I just want to play this all weekend. Then I went out and got pizza and I came back and I turned it on. I'm like, I'm bored of this. I don't want to play this again. And I just stopped playing it. I went back to Trails in the Sky first chapter. But there's just so many games. I just have too many games to play that I don't want to play anything. I just want to quit gaming or play a forever game. And I've been looking for a forever game. What's a forever game? A game I can play today and get something out of it. And I can play hopefully 10 years from now and still get something out of it. Whether that be progression or new expansions, just something, like an MMO. And I've tried about every MMO on PS5 the last week, and nothing does it. Like Black Desert Online, that game looks like shit. I'm like, they have a PS5 version that just came out, and it still looks awful. All the pop-in, and it looks like a PS3 game. I'm like, huh? Then Final Fantasy 14, I think because I already put so much into that game that it probably is the game that I should be playing, but I want something new and exciting and something more action-oriented. That is tab targeting, I think that's what they call it, MMO. I want something that is a little bit more action-oriented. What else? Elder Scrolls Online. That one might be it as well too. But every time I play it, I'm like, let me just go play Oblivion or go through Skyrim. That's what happens when I play that game. And then there's like a few others that they're all like PS4 from like the early PS4, late PS3 days, and it's just dated and just sad. Doesn't look like they're getting many updates. But yeah, I don't know. I just realized that game doesn't exist. So I'll just go back to playing Trails in the Sky the first. And, just be happy, Just be happy. That's life. Life is about, hey, could you be doing better? Yeah. But be happy with what you got. And I think I'm going to end it there. Thank you guys for listening to all this if you did. Again, not single. Hopefully not. That's why I like my girlfriend. Maybe it's just getting older. Just getting older. It's like, I got a woman where I don't feel like I'm going to wake up one day and be single. I like that. I feel like she knows what she's getting. I know what I'm getting. No surprises. That's the thing about dating when you're young. It's like you could be in love with some person and then just the next day they just change their mind. They just go, yeah, not feeling this. Yeah. All right, well, I got to go. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll talk to you later. Later.